In this tutorial, I want to talk to you guys about writing to external files in Python. So a lot of times you might want to write to external files in Python that are not already in your .py file, and that's what I'm going to show you in this tutorial. And let's get started right away. So right now I have this code here. It's just for reading a file, like in the last tutorial I showed you how to read a file. And we have this another student.grades.txt, and I'll just use it an example and show you how to write to it. So let's get started. So let me just remove this really quick. And now we have these in modes. So R is for reading to a file, A is for appending to a file, and W is for writing to a file. So in the last tutorial, I showed you how to read to a file. And now I'm just going to show you how to append to a file and write to a file. Appending to a file. So let's do that first. And for doing that, you have this print command right here, and you just say student grade dot, then you can say write. And I have these student grades here, like it is like Jim, 80 and all that. So I'm just gonna say George, and I'm just gonna put 65. And by the way, the print command is not necessary, so I enter. And now you can see here we have added George 60 with the grade of 65. And you should be careful with this, because appending and writing to a file, you can mess a file very easily, because if I run it again, you'll see that in a file again. So yeah, so you should be very careful. And right now, this time, as you can see, it didn't pick another line. So it appends the information wherever our cursor is. So if I put the cursor here and then run it, you'll see we have George here. But if I put the cursor here and run it, you'll see George here. So it appends the last thing. So it will be to another line, right? For that, we need to add a special character that is called \n, and this will ensure that this George will always go into another line. So if I run it, you can see now it went automatically into another line. Let me just yeah. So this is how appending to a file works. What it does is it adds some information at the end of the file. And yep, that's it for the appending. And now let's go to writing to a file. Now what this does is it is kind of same to appending. It also puts information into the file, but instead of putting some information into the file, it removes all the previous information and just add the new what we put. So for example, let me just remove that, and let me just put I don't know, anything. I could just put George, let's say. No, let's put Mike. Okay, and we could say 73. And now if I run it, you'll see all the information has disappeared from our file, because it has overwritten the whole file, and it will just replace the whole file with this information that we put right here. So that's how the writing function works. It's a good idea to use it in some cases, and not a good idea to use in some cases. Now you can also make new files with it. For example, if I want another file, I could just name it anything else. I could say studentgrades1.txt, and if I run it, as you can see, it adds another file right here, studentgrades1.txt, and it adds the same information, Mike73. So that's how that works, guys. So what we're basically doing here is R is for reading a file, W is for overwriting to a file, and it will just replace all the previous information. And append is for appending some information to the file at the end of the file. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this tutorial, guys. I just explained the basics of appending, reading, and writing information to external files in Python. So I hope you like this video, and please subscribe for future content so you don't miss out on my future videos. And I'll see you in the next one.